My life didn't get easier. It got harder. And me having to go to school. Getting up 5 or 6 in the morning was so tiresome that I just really hated it. The school haven't even started. I'm already hating going to school. It's the crazy part is we don't do nothing. My time is being wasted because I need to keep my seat hours up. Not only I gotta keep my seat hours up, I can't miss no more than 20 days. And the crazy part is I seen my classmates back in 11th grade, they were missing 30 to 40 days. And they still passed. If I were to do it, it'll be a problem. I ain't gonna trip though. Tomorrow, that's when we practice on our graduation. This Friday, that's when we graduate. At the end of the day, I'm finna graduate. That's all that matters. Now, why I hate the school? I already told you the first thing getting 5 or 6 over in the morning. That's just one thing. The other thing was this: going to school and not learning nothing new. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a few things I did learn apart from the basic. I ain't talking about how to know. I'm not get your words up. I'm not talking about how I learn my ABCs or 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about them. You gonna learn that in middle school, if not elementary. How to divide, multiply with 5 to the second power. Throw that out the book. You gonna learn that before you hit high school. Before you hit 6th, 7th grade, really, depending on the schools, of course. Anyways, off topic. Off topic. See me post. I just really hate it. I despised it because I say it because I always looked at it as it's just wasting my time. It wasting my time. What am I achieving out of this? What this gonna help me after school when I graduate? I'm talking about your credit score, how to get bill paid, what happen you don't get your bill paid, late fees, late dues, stuff like that, sell down payment. School never taught me that. They didn't. They never taught me. They never taught us. They never taught us how to use money, how to spend money wisely, how to make money well. You just get a job, you just make money, or do your own business, make money, or do anything that make money. Pause on that anything. Me personally, I have to do what I have to do so I could do what I want to do. You feel me? So that means I just wasted 12 years of my life doing nothing. Cause I didn't learn nothing new. Like I said, apart from the basics. I'm trying to learn how to do credit score ropes. I'm trying to learn what's it like to pay bills. Thing you should do before, mistake you should avoid after you graduate, or mistake you should avoid when buying houses, mistake you should avoid, just things that help you in life. They don't do that. They ain't taught us that. I can't say this. I can't say the same for y'all school, but my school they haven't taught us that. Not only did they haven't taught us that, I'm getting 5, 6 in the morning to hear these kids cursing, talking about girls and stuff. That as bad you think it right now, that's how bad it was. I had to embrace it. That I really wasn't cool with nobody except the ones I'm cool with now. And that was the worst part of going to school. I had to get on that bus. Don't care if it's so loud and so disrespectful. I really don't care about the last part, but it was just so loud and anxious. You just wanna, look, like you just wanna, right on top they don't. Shut up. I'm quiet. So I'm gonna keep thinking to myself. I ain't gonna go up to them person and say, hey, but shut up. The reason why I'm saying it, because they're gonna say something back. And they say something, and they say the wrong thing. Oh, I ain't gonna do that to no kid. No way I'm doing that to a kid unless they provoke me. It's gonna be very hard for them to provoke me. And because I'm kind of a nice person, I'm not tired nice, but I'm nice enough to not do too much. If that makes sense. It's just me getting on the bus. What I ain't talking about the thing I do. We get off the bus, sit in class all day, watching our teachers teach. You wanna know how I was? This is basically me. It was so boring and draining that I was getting lost in my thoughts. My teacher would call my name. I'm so lost in my own thoughts. I didn't even hear her call my name a second time. I'd be like, huh? What I just said? I'd be like, I'll say something, but it wasn't something they said. They wanted me to repeat. Cause it's boring. You could say my attention span was just that bad, but me personally, it was just that boring. Because if I could pay attention to a movie while looking at my phone. If I'm the problem or is the teacher the problem? No, let me do a better example. Let's say a teacher is teaching, right? You got two teachers. You have one that really express their words, really see their feelings in their words, and got the other teacher that plain on boring. Ain't no life to their words in there. For example, good morning everybody. Today we are going to page 59 in the book. Then you got we go on the reading quest. If I start one more time. We're gonna go on the reading section. When you get done reading, go to the reading checks and answer the question 1 to 5. The other teacher example. Good morning, class. Today we're gonna go to page 57. We're gonna do the check first. We're gonna read the books out, get all that knowledge in. You know. As you get done reading the book, reading chapter 1 or 2, we probably gonna go to one. We're gonna go to the reading checks. And then you're gonna do 1 to 5 and once you get done, just see me when you're done. I'll be sitting over there. You see how much I had more emotion to it. I'm more entitled to when you have more emotions in your words. You wonder why I'm doing all the body moving, hand moving because it helps me get my words out. You want to see me not using it? I'm gonna be studying a lot. I just had to go through it. I couldn't drop out. I couldn't fail. I hate school so much. I ain't want to fail. I ain't want to add an extra year to my name. Who does? Who does? I don't want to be no super senior. I want to get out. That's how much I hated school. People think I like school because I have good grades. They don't take into consideration how much I hate it. I hated school so bad that I had A's and B's to make sure I don't fail. That's how much I hated school. I hated school so much that I wanted to pass so bad and get this over with. No, I ain't gonna. I won't. I wasn't gonna keep missing all these days. And all them days gonna be held against me, which can eventually lead to me failing. No. And that's crazy because I know some people, my schoolmates, they miss 30 days, 20 days. Last time I checked, you miss over 20 days, you're not passing. They pass. If I were to do it, it'll be a problem. And that's crazy to me. I'm over here working hard, trying to get my grades up. Well, they never drop, so they always were up. That was so corny. You know what I'm saying? They never drop because they always was up. Don't get me wrong, I did have a F because of miscommunication for my teacher, not for me. I wasn't at fault. But I'm still gonna graduate. Just imagine though, going through chaos that you hate for 12 years. The environment don't make it any more better. In fact, it makes it worse. It was just Sunday, I just wanna sleep throughout so the next day could go by fast. Or I was sleeping so school could go over it faster. That's how much I hated school. To that extent. You got kids out here, 15 years old, 16-year old, making 10,000, 10 grand a month stuff, which is good for them. All they told me was I need to get my stuff together so I could be like them. That's how I look at it. Buying their stuff for their parents and stuff. When my time is, when my time gonna be? You feel me? But like I said, when I look at that, I just be like, I need to get my stuff together. And they crazy because they don't have a job. Some of them just be building their own business, which is good for them. They have nothing but my respect. And they know it ain't took them 1 day, 1 month, 1 year to do it. Not even 2, 3. It took time. And that time went to school. My time was wasted going to school. Like I said, you know what? I'm finna list the things I learned from school as a senior. How to add, how to divide, how to subtract, how to multiply decimals too. What else did I learn? I already have to think what else I learned. Reading comprehension skills. I guess you could toss that up there too. What else? I'm gonna be honest. That's all I can remember. It's that math related stuff. When you need to learn how much you make throughout the week and how much you can scrape by buying the stuff you need. That's the main thing. Learning how to count and subtract gonna be the main important factor out of school in my opinion. The second would be comprehension. The third would be some respect. And you acting disrespectful or you sagging all day and you do that in an interview. Hey bro, get out. Ain't crazy cause kids out here. It's crazy cause these elementary kids, bro, they out there throwing gang signs. I'm over here looking like, where did you learn that from? I'm not even from the hood, but I still know a few gang signs. Cause the ones I hang around with, and the one at the school. It's like, bro, monkey see, monkey do. If one's supposed to see it, no matter what their age is, they're supposed to do it. What did that have to do with me? Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna do my own thing. I ain't talking about no Miles Morales. But that's crazy though. Me posting, I really cannot care less. Cause at who's at fault though? Is the parents, the kids that hang around, the school, or all three? Me personally, it's all three. I used to hang around kids like that, but they never influenced me because I know what good and what was wrong. And me sagging and stuff, that wasn't my thing. It won't ever be my thing, of course. No offense. I'd say that was probably the most point. This would be the most point in my life in the moment. But having just going to school. Now that I'm finna graduate, my life really finna start now. I ain't gonna lie to you. It crazy cause I'm gonna have to repeat that process. But at least I'm gonna get paid for it. AKA getting a job or whatever. I get paid for getting up and working. I was doing this for free for 12 years. You know? On the dog that did not make it easy. There was day I had to get up 2 in the morning because my dog pooped in the cage. They were when he was like a puppy though. Puppy stayed with the roast. And me having to go to school. My life didn't get easier. It got harder. And I adjusted. I adjusted because that what it's about. It really wasn't that big of a deal. I'm just exaggerating. No capping. It made it so much worse. But I really liked it though. Because it's how we're doing something. That's the thing about me. I can't sit here on my phone or whatever and do nothing, playing a game, unless I have free time. The stuff that need to be done is already done. Then I'm gonna just play the game until no more, so I can repeat the process. Play on my dog or whatever. I just can't do it. And the crazy part is, I really want to, but I need to do the stuff. But I need to get stuff done. I have to do what I need to do, so I can do what I want to do. It's facts. And the crazy part, I don't want a job. I don't want. I ain't gonna say I need it right now, but it's extra money. You feel me? And I'm doing all of this for the sole purpose of my family. Like, if I make it big on YouTube, if I were to make it big, when I do make it big, I'm gonna look at this video with a big smile on my face. This is a mic on the stick. I just went outside, snap it in hand, and put this on. Those are my thoughts about school and how the system works. At least my school. That's pretty much it for the video. If you made it for the video, check out these two videos up here. Check them out. No, one, two. It'll be a long video. I highly doubt you even made it to this far. If you did, comment class of 2025 because I'm graduating in 2025.